Hey guys, Caitlin and Alonso here. We thought we would we're coming up on 10 years of owning our business, and this has been Alonso's dream to have his own business. So I thought I would do an interview with him and just ask him some questions, kind of give you guys some insight as to, where we've come from, how we began, things like that. So 10 years is next month for us, so it's pretty exciting. So anyway, we thought we'd do this, so hopefully you guys can get some benefit from it. I think you will. But anyway.
Hi guys up there. I'm here. I'm gonna try to share my story, how we started, where we are right now, and how it's been through 10 years of struggles and happiness and enjoying victories and losses as well. So we're gonna try to share all that with you guys, and I hope anybody helps with this and share it. I mean, if you think this is helpful, share it with people, and you never know who you're gonna help with. Little works, little simple things that you say, you're like, oh, other people can take advantage of that little knowledge, because everybody has different mentality, different time they set. So
yep. All right, just gonna jump right in. So how long ago did you start this business?
Well, we started in 2010, but really I started doing this little job sites in the side, doing here and there in 2008, because it was when everything was kind of going crazy with the economy, and I was like always wanted that hungry to have something. So I started looking. I remember looking in books to see what kind of business there was up there to be able to do it, because when you don't have money in the back, or you don't have the support of somebody, or you don't have the knowledge how to create like a plan for like people donate money for your business. So I remember working in our house and looking pictures, looking businesses, different type of businesses, and my boss sometimes look at me in my break and she asked me like, what are you doing? And I'm just tell her like, hey, I'm just looking different type of business and see what I can be to, what can I do?
To start a business?
To start a business, yeah.
And did you start out as industrial office cleaning?
No, we did not. We started in Perdomo carpet cleaning. We started doing carpets, and we started doing restaurants. Matter of fact, we still have some of the restaurants that we started with. I remember my wife called me and she said, well, I received a phone call for this restaurant. She wants us to go and do a free demo. And I remember since in my work I got a vacation time, and it was kind of slow in 2008. It was like everything was going crazy too. And I requested my supervisor if I can take off that day, and she said yes, and I appeared in that morning in that restaurant to start doing a free demo. And to be honest, I didn't even have that much experience cleaning carpets. I was like, I just wanted that hungry, and also like kind of like yes, I want to make a difference. And I knew it, the way that I work and my mentality, I can do a really good job. I don't even know how the other company were doing their job, but I just want to go up there and do a really thorough job, because that's the way that I think. Like, okay, if you want to start doing something, you got to do it right. If you don't want to do it right, not even start something or offer your service or offer to help somebody, because if you're just gonna kind of do a little something to look good, that's not good. So I always think like that mentality, like I gotta do it right if you want to do it right.
Okay, good. So we started as in carpet cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
and then from Perdomo carpet cleaning, we moved on to
Perdomo cleaning.
Perdomo cleaning.
Yeah, Perdomo cleaning.
So why did we change over to cleaning from carpet cleaning?
Because people start asking us if we do janitorial service, and I think it's when that started kicking in. Like we were only doing carpets, but people start asking like, can you guys do janitorial service? And we start doing a few banks. I think they were the first ones. We start little banks here and there, and we start doing
hard
it.
for those banks.
Yeah, it take us a year. It take us a year to
pounding them
to get him to say yes, let's give us a try. But in the end, nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. You have to work hard, and you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, everything doesn't come true. You gotta focus, and you gotta know yourself. You gotta kind of be secure in what you offer and what you're gonna take. You can handle.
Good. All right. So you just said nothing comes easy. Was it easy to start up a business?
Well, the business that we have right now, I think is easy to start. It's easy to start is if you want to have like a job, or like like a job, because you get the client, you go do the cleaning, and you keep it. But if you want to have a business, that's a totally different animal, because then you have to really build a culture, build people that they're gonna be there for you, and they follow the same things that you do. You want a high quality, you're gonna be able to rely on them. You're gonna be able to count when you really need them, when it's a lot of work coming in and you don't have enough hands, and they're gonna be there to support you and kind of give the same quality back to the client. Because if you don't have that, there's no way that you can continue growing. Now, if you're gonna have a job, that's you can call it your business, but that's really a job for you, because you get the client, you're gonna go get the job done. Now, when you rely on other people, is when you really start having a business, and you really need to focus on how to build your culture, how to trust the people that you bring aboard, and identify them, because there's a lot of people up there that can be just say, yeah, I'm gonna work for you, I'm gonna take care of that for you, but in the really end, they don't. They just try to do as little as possible they can do, and also kind of let's see how long it takes to them to find out if I'm doing my work right, and then get fired, because they just show up sometimes. And it's not all people is like that, but some
Identify
people.
them is what you said.
Yeah.
So it's becoming a business owner, identifying those people when you're interviewing them. Everybody says, hey, I'll be great at this. I'm reliable. I'm this and I'm that. But the more we grow, the more we're able to identify people who, little things. We're like, I've seen this before. I've heard this before. Okay, we're gonna skip past this person and try that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's basically like I always say to the clients that I talk to them. I say I can promise that I don't gonna make a mistake. So I can promise that I'm gonna be really
promise,
good at.
Right?
I cannot promise. No, you can promise a lot of things to them. Oh yes, I can do this. I can. I'm gonna have really perfect quality for you. But they can be like, a lot of people tell me the same thing over and over. But until you show the work, until you start holding the hand, what I mean, you're reliable. You've seen a lot of little things that they don't even think about it, because they only hire a cleaning company, and you can start identify how they saving money with the products, how they it's really appropriate disinfect, what kind of chemicals that we bring aboard. If they really need the clean that they need, because some client can be calling you and say, I want my carpets clean every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, cleaning company is gonna be like, sure, I'll take your money. But if you go there and say, you know what, it's too much of the cleaning the carpets every 2 weeks. I think it's every 2 months. Or kind of help him out, not just kind of rushing into yes, I want that check. Yeah. I want that check. No, it's like be real with yourself and be real with the client that you're gonna work for. It's why, like I say earlier, it's really important to be able to tell the client that you can do the work or you cannot. And it's also as well being honest with yourself. Why did I take this money for this gentleman if I can help him? And that's where it's really clients start knowing you as a true person, or just like a rip-off.
Okay, good. So, talking about the beginning, did you have a lot of support in the beginning? Starting out, when you started out between kind of doing your own thing between 2008 and 10, before we actually got the paperwork and everything in, did you have a lot of support?
No, not really. A lot of folks, when I was mentioning it, they sometimes say, well, there's no way that you can do it. Oh, it's too much work. You cannot be able to come you trim. It's everything In other words, what I get in my mentality is like they were saying to me, if people they have the business, it's because they already somebody has the business, the parents, the grandparents, or it was passed on to them, and that mentality was new in me because since I was young and I was a little kid, I have my struggles growing up, but I always want to be part of something big, and to be able to be part of something big is either being a politician or grow your own business or buy business or whatever it is. But you have to be an entrepreneur and able to be part of something big. What I mean by that is like you changing people's lives. You're doing a service or you're selling a product, you're changing people's lives. Why? Because either you're selling a crappy product or a crappy service and you don't give a crap about the client, or
so much crap,
or or you really serve them and give them the right products, and you changing the life like by having that service, and also you changing people's life when you give them work, bring them aboard to the business, and they work in the business, they see how you are and how you change in lives. It makes a little changes in your life, or a little things that you say to people, it will change the mentality, it will change their life, and this where when you can be part of something big, with a little small changes, you can change in people's lives and impact them for a long time, and you can change the mentality.
Good, but you did have the support of your wife, right?
The only support that I have it was my wife. My wife was always there. She was always supporting me, even though sometimes she said you are crazy, but she always hold my hand, and she's always like, okay, I'm gonna try to do this for you. This is not my dream, but this is for you. And I really I couldn't have done it with where I am right now, with my wife and my side. Because
you didn't really have to go on and on about me, but
no,
you can if you want to.
Because really, if you got to think about it, this is gonna be kind of personal. If you have a really, you guys ever have an argument with your wife at home, right? And you're going to work, and you like you are not really focused. You are like you thinking in your relationship, how it's gonna be when I get home. Is it gonna be better? Is it gonna be worse? How am I gonna try to make up to her, or how is she's gonna make it up to me? So you can really focus potential, and what your goal is to make either somebody else's business run, or the business that you run in yourself. So it really has to be that your spouse are with you. Doesn't matter what you guys do. It has to be the support, and also the little ones. I mean, all the little ones that we have, and the support they show too, like little things that they say. It makes an impact and keep going with the business.
Yep, for sure. Okay, so how many locations do we serve right now in the Michiana area? About?
The Michiana, we serve around 40 location.
And would you say most of those, I mean, most of those, like you said, we've had almost the entire time, which is really kind of a big deal. Not most of them, some of them we've had for, since we started, which is really cool.
Yeah,
I take pride in that.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's all about try to build a relationship with the client, be there for them. If they really doesn't need something, what you want to try to sell, or if they really need it, don't try to rip them off. Mm-hmm. Come on, everybody is here to make a difference and make a living. So it's gonna be up there. People they're gonna rip you off back and forth, or it's gonna be people that's gonna be like, oh yes, this guy's honest, and they're gonna respect you, and that's the way it is. But
yep. All right. What kind of buildings do we serve right now?
We have some banks, restaurants, schools, churches. It depends what kind of service that we offer, but we have a little bit of everything.
Especially in the industrial.
Especially in the industrial office cleaning, we serve a lot. Our niche is them. We try to spend a lot of money and time and focus on how to learn our niche and how to serving them better than just like to be cleaning.
Yeah.
By what I mean by that is like if some restaurant comes and asks us if we can serve him, we probably take him, but we really focus in industrial office cleaning,
And
manufacturing, so we can focus in time in there.
And get to know the clients, right?
Get to know the clients, get to know
need,
what do they need, what is the frustrations, all that has to be, you have to know your client up everywhere.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so are you looking to grow at the point we're at right now? Are you wanting to grow even more? Are you kind of just happy where we are?
No, my goal, one of the things that I hear before, if you don't have a healthy business or if you just want to stop growing, that's not even good. No, it's not even in my books. I want to continue growing as much as we can, and I want to continue growing and learning, and be where I want to be, because I have a lot of goals in mind, but I have to grow and able to do that.
Why do you want to grow as an entrepreneur? Why do you want, why did you want to do this for your life?
Well, I want to be an entrepreneur because, like I said, when I was growing up, I was kind of having a little bit hard time where I had to go, where my limits. So, being an entrepreneur, you can change all that. Like you can, if you grow right the business and you have a systems in place, you don't have to be in the business. You can change people's lives. What I mean by that is like it's two phases that I would like to help: the older and the kids. I would like to have systems in place that they can support me enough so I can build something for the kids, because as you know, everybody doesn't have a healthy relationship with the parents, or parents doesn't have a really well relationship, or they don't have a good education. The kids struggle a lot. They have the mentality that this is the normal life. This is seeing my parents arguing, seeing I cannot afford to buy something. I cannot go to that school because that's not in my limits. My parents can pay for that. So that's one of my main things. Like if I can change people's life, like open a school, so donate money so they can continue sending the kids to the school, or education systems like that. The other ones that I really want to, why I want to continue growing, is to help other people. Older people, they struggle because and at some point I'm gonna be there, and it's kind of my scary thing. I don't want to be dependent in my kids, because who knows how are they gonna turn out.
Our kids are gonna be amazing, and they'll be there to help us.
No, I know, but they're gonna have lives. They're gonna have things to do. They're gonna have kids. They're gonna have all that stuff. So when we are older, I think it's really good to have a place that we can provide for older people, that they can support them, that they can give the right attention, to be there for the older. Because when, let's say, like when they also, like the elders for the army or veterans, that they come, they get some age and they need help too. They need the support, because when they were in their 20s, they give their lives for to have a free country, to have a freedom that we have right now. So that's why I want to focus in those 2 points, like to have enough systems in place so I can provide for kids and I can provide for older gentlemen, because that's, I think, the main thing to make a big difference. And when you become an entrepreneur, you can do that because you can work hard and you can become successful. It's not easy, but you can do it if you work hard. If you commit it, if you are committed to have a results, you will get the results. But if you are not committed, you're just gonna, I can pass that. I'm gonna keep waiting. But entrepreneur always have like something. I hear this early in the morning. Entrepreneur, if they told you cannot send this big package through this kind of box, he's gonna find the way. Oh, I can send different little package, so I can send it. So entrepreneur has to have the mindset, how can I go around and get the result that I want? That's the mentality that you need to have as an entrepreneur. Like, how can I get that result that I want?
Good. Okay. So if you could give yourself advice 10 years ago today, so like if Alonso today could go back in time and talk to Alonso 10 years ago when we actually first started, what would the main piece of advice be?
Main piece of advice, to have a coach and a mentor. Why? Here's back in the day, I thought like I start. Well, if you think about it, any athletic up there, like let's mention Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is about to right now in October. I think he's gonna have a match with Roy Jones Jr. So let's think about that. They have coaches in the corners, and why the business can have that? Why they can have the mentor or the coach? Because here's what is a business owner. You try to focus so hard on how to grow, how to continue growing, how to get more clients, how to address all these other things, but you don't think about how to control the people who's gonna do the job. How are you gonna keep that relationship with them? How are you gonna make them happy so they can give you the work that you want? You just focus how to get clients. You never think about how do I put this? You gotta put a wood in the fire to continue burning, right? And if you don't keep it up with that end, it's no way that you can go on. And the boxer is the same thing, or any sport. When they're fighting, they try to punch the other guy, try to move out of the way so they don't get hit, so they don't see. And the coach, what it does is like when you come back to the corner and sit down, they can tell you like the guy is throwing the same punch. You can counter punch it or duck it and throw the other right hook or whatever.
If you can't tell, he used to be a professional boxer, so.
No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. Anyway, but that's why I say it's very important to have a coach and a mentor in your corner, because if you, a lot of people, we think this, I know it all. I don't need this for to pay this money to somebody tell me that what I already know. But the truly honest, you need that person to tell you, because you so focused in one way that they can see a totally different way and they can guide you and direct you. It's exactly the same thing what happens in boxing match or any kind of sport. They can guide you and tell you what are you doing wrong and what you're doing right and how to avoid not to get hit. So it's why it's very important. And the mindset is really powerful. It's really powerful because you can block and kind of sit in the corner and cry because you cannot figure it out. But the mindset, if you have your mindset coach, they can open that thinking and open out different doors, and you can see different points. But if you by yourself, you cannot do it by yourself. I don't think I could have done it. Let's go back to, I didn't have my mentor, I don't have my coach back then, but I have my wife. If I don't have her, I don't see different points. So I just gonna focus straight, but she got a different point of views and how to do different things and how to address things. So that's why it's very important to have a coach and a mentor. Doesn't matter how many years you've been in the business, how old you are. I'm 50, I don't need a coach. Yes, you do. In my opinion, you do.
Yeah. Okay. So have a coach, maybe even a mindset coach in the beginning, because that's very hard.
Yep.
Okay. Best part of being a business owner.
Best part of business owner is well, it can be two things. Be able to bless many different people, like by giving them job opportunity to work, and how do they provide for their family, because they doing the work. But if you don't open the doors to somebody, let's say for example, if we don't have our business, all the people, 20 people that are under us, they probably had to apply somewhere else. So we are not exist. But you open the doors, they can come and work, and they might be like the way that you treat them, the way that you appreciate them. So you change the and also the freedom. By what I mean by freedom is like when you have business, You don't have to show up in every building. You have to do it, but you don't have to show up there and do all the work so you can get paid. It's why you create systems, and everybody in a business plays a big role. It's like a little puzzle. If you don't have a little piece of the puzzle, you cannot finish the puzzle. And it's why, like, when you're an entrepreneur, you can put all those pieces in there. It's not easy, but it's doable. And then is when you can get the freedom to focus your time to help kids, to help other people, or other passion things that you have in mind.
Good. All right. Word of advice for any entrepreneur out there, anybody that's thinking about starting up their own business?
Well, here's the advice I can give. Never listen to people. They are kind of tell you cannot do things. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. It's going to be many people that are going to say, nah, you cannot do it, it's too hard.
You should tell them about your old boss that you just told me about a little bit ago.
Oh, well, I used to have this guy, it was my boss, and I, like I say, always see me watching the books and kind of look different at the business, and he starts saying, no, it's too hard work, you cannot do that. There's no way that you can do it. So stay away from those people that are negative and be kind and humble with them. You're like, okay, I got it. You tell me that I cannot do it, but I'm going to have my own opinion, and I'm going to keep my mindset what I want it. Well, the time go by with the same guy. We were walking around, knocking doors to get more clients, because that's what we had to do, whatever it takes to get the client that we want.
A couple of years ago, right?
A couple of years ago, like 2 years ago. So I went and knocked in the same door, and there was the guy, and he started asking us questions, blah blah blah, and I told him my story and said, oh wow. And then he asked me how many people that I have, and we have around, I think it was 20, no, it was 15 or something like that, 15 at the time. And the guy looked at me and I said, wow, you have more people that I have right now, because the business, it was, I think it was slowing down a lot, and they were losing a lot of clients, and I don't want to get into all that. But by all those means, like, you never, if you want something, go get it. It's not going to be sweet, it's not going to be easy to do it, but if you want something, just go get it. Go get it. Find the way, find the research, find everything that you think you need for that goal that you want to make.
How about the negativity coming from family members? Like,
if just like I always answer kindly and say, okay, well, thank you for your advice, but I'm gonna go this route, because I don't try to be harsh. If you want to take advice from somebody, it's because they have a business, they have a career, they have a successful story. If you're going to ask for your family, and your family is doing in the same field, and I don't mean it by all harms, I just want to be very clear. If they have the same income as you, you don't look, they're going to say you can do it because they didn't. They are in the same boat. But when you go look for different, I have somebody that before I was thinking like, why did he always go in this route? He's ashamed of his family, or doesn't want to hang out with the family. But I learned that he was not because of that. He was trying to hang with the right people. What I mean by the right people, you always want to hang out with people that have more than you, so you can learn from them, so you can kind of take advice or learning from them. Even they don't even know that you're learning from them, but you're learning from them because you always want to hang out with people that have more than you, so you can learn. Doesn't mean that you don't want to hang out with you friends and family, but you want to continue growing in the other direction. So you got to picture yourself like our mentor coach one time told us, like, if you want to be in some place, you got to take a picture and stuck it in your frame or whatever, and picture yourself there. In several years, if you continue with that mentality, you're going to be there. So you always want to hang out with the right people. That's positive people, not negative people. Yeah. And doesn't mean that you don't love you negative people. You just don't want to continue falling, because as soon as you change that mentality, you're done. You're done. You have to. 80% of the mentality that we have is what is going to get us where we want. If you change the mentality, you're going to be done. You don't going to catch your goal.
Okay. Last words?
Last words?
Anything else you want to add?
Well, I hope this interview help anybody up there. And like I always say, try to, if you start something, try to continue push forward, and don't get discouraged. Try to read books. Like when I was growing up, I don't want to read. That's stressful. Like any kid that you ask right now, if you ask them, can you read a book? They're going to say no. They're going to spend time in the video games. They're going to spend time on
Almost
whatever. Any kid. I mean, they want to have fun. But right now, if you don't read in a book, one book a month, or one a month book, read a lot about no magazines, no whatever you want to learn, pick the book and read about that. If you want to learn about taxes, if you want to learn about entrepreneurship, find the right books. Because I had a guy working for me like almost a year ago, and he said that he wanted to be a millionaire. And I asked him, what are you doing to do that? He said, I listen shows that they talk about how to make money. And I say to him, you got to read books. I said, I read books. I said, but do you read the right books? And he started mentioning a couple of them. And I said, well, I think you're reading the right books. So if you pick the right books, you're going to get where you want. If you don't pick the right books and you don't exercise your muscle and your brain, you don't going to accomplish. So read. Anything that you want to learn, read, and then you accomplish.
All right. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for the interview, and I hope, like I say, I wish you the best, and I hope this help anybody.
Yep. All right, guys. Have a good day. Thanks for listening. Till next time.